It's about time somebody my size won.
In this corner, standing at 5 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds, fighting out of Cambodia by way of Washington, D.C., the shooter weight, Yoya! And to my right, standing at 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 215 pounds, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Weapon X, Matt Makowski!
Well, Joe Dombrowski back with you here in the semifinal round as we see probably the closest thing we've seen thus far to the David versus Goliath mentality.
Black belt.
Fancy yourself a bully, Yoya?
What are you talking about?
I heard what you said to Jordan last round.
What are you talking about?
He's stunning you.
Working on a
He's
white
stunning
belt,
you.
whatever. Jordan trains your ass off.
Whoa.
Oh, try picking on somebody with 16 plus years experience, buddy.
9 inches and approximately 90 pounds separate Matt Makowski and Yoya in this semifinal round matchup. The shooter weight against Weapon X, the submission sniper, has a striking mentality. Starts out in the early going a very big mismatch physically, but you look at the heart and the determination of Yoya and the fact that he's come in and scored a major upset. I think if anybody looked at the field of Camp Leapfrog in general, and you look for breakout stars, you look for folks ready to bust through to the top tier, you look at Boomer Hatfield. But he lost in the first round, and it's because of the shooter weight. And a name like shooter weight, I think, implies quite heavily his weight class is whatever he wants it to be. Size is only a number. And there may be a great example of why that's what Yoya has to do. He used the leverage, used the ropes to his advantage, got underneath Makowski, and was able to snap him over with that German-style suplex. Yoya immediately on top. And notice Makowski's looking for distance. He's trying to trap the arms, use his own legs to push off of Yoya, and now get into a body scissors. And there's an example of the size disadvantage that Yoya is facing. Makowski's legs, his thighs, almost engulf Yoya, who's trying to shift his weight. Keep in mind, pinfalls do not matter here. Shoulders can stay down as long as you want. Makowski has a hold of the ankle, Yoya much the same. And of course, with the size of Makowski, he's going to be able to navigate and maneuver Yoya a little bit better than vice versa. Yoya's going to have to try a little bit harder to earn some of these takedowns and some of these leverage advantages to get some of these holds. Welcome back to their feet. Want to quickly shout out our sponsor once again, Brotherly Love Wrestling at 215 Wrestling, for all their help in bringing Frog Sport to life. Used to know a guy named Brother Love. Used to ring announcer. Good guy. Good guy. Makowski looking to take out the vertical base, looking for the knees of Yoya. That's it. And there you see, pick the leg. Seamless motion. Makowski had that target. You take away what helps give Yoya so much speed. Yoya maneuvers to a dominant position, but you see how quickly Makowski rolls out, and now the side switch. Yoya to his feet. And right into the clutches of Makowski with those knees. Makowski with an emphatic suplex. And notice how close Makowski's positioning his own body to Yoya. Yoya's not able to get the distance he needs to make those punches matter. Makowski's too close for Yoya to really get the snap and the impact that he needs. And that's Makowski's strategy. That's in his nature here. And now when he's ready, he creates that distance and fires away. It's often said with distance comes opportunity. That's a great example as to why. Yoya tried to Snip it underneath. He's able to get Makowski down, but notice as Yoya goes for the drop kick, Makowski picks the ankle again. The knee is barred on Yoya. Yoya's using his free leg. And notice pushing down forward on the arm. That's a recount. That's another leverage maneuver. Makowski lost the leverage and the weight position he wanted because Yoya was pulling him closer in and not letting Makowski really put the pressure down below like he wanted to. And Makowski moves and he pounces in the corner like a wild animal sensing prey. But check that out. I like how Yoya is able to swing the hips and come through with a takedown and a side headlock variation, which normally maybe looked at as very pedestrian in a contest, but in a close confines competition like this, sometimes these simplest things can make a big difference. Makowski on his shoulders for a moment, and notice how he's able to take over Yoya and go back to an offensive position.
Good. Come on.
Makowski behind. Oh, Yoya snapped off an elbow. Looked like he was aiming right for the bridge of the nose. And once again, Makowski bars that knee. Makowski wants to win this thing for his wife, for his two boys, but also this is his namesake. Also, this tournament has been christened after him. A lot of pressure is on Makowski to pull through, perform big, and live up to a reputation. But if anybody can knock him off, it's Yoya, who defeated Boomer Hatfield in what many call an upset. He beat Jordan Blade. And check out the deep cinch of the sharpshooter, the scorpion, the wide base, the pressure applied. Yoya got the counter. He turned inward, he alleviated the back pressure, and broke the grip. Makowski's beaten probably the two roughest and meanest individuals in this field. Black's been violent so far, but check out Yoya, that advantage of being able to get underneath his opponents. That back suplex popped the hips, and now on top. Yoya's looking to pick the arm and get some kind of submission there, but the waist lock by Makowski, and again the grip. I think it was an S-like grip by Makowski to just clasp his hands together and keep Yoya. But now Yoya is able to free up those arms, trap the almost like a label lock variation in attempt. But Makowski is shifting that weight in the opposite direction Yoya is attempting to. Yoya still has control of the left arm of Makowski, but Makowski to his feet first, and that gives him the leverage to elevate Yoya, who gets planted down. Yoya's dazed. Yoya's out on his feet, and he finds himself in the clutches of Makowski, and that may be a big-time mistake. Splash Mountain, and right into the knee bar. Nowhere to go, just that 1-2 punch. The pain jolts up Yoya's body. This thing's over. Yoya brought his all. The shooter weight shined big in this tournament, but is anybody ready to stop what could be a destiny for Matt Makowski as he moves on to the finals?